from Lambeau. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
In the course of a game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Play action this time with Love. Pass complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
What a start here to the ball game. You get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Love. And his throw is incomplete. The Packers at 10-5 to start play. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And, partner, a lot of kickers in this spot like to aim at the right upright and just draw it back down the center. This one looked like it was aimed at the left upright and just kept bending away.
Play action here. Thompson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Here we go. Ready?
Love now. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's Thompson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Christian Kirk deep to return it. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Play fake. Here's Love. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Yellow, 22.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now Thompson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up first and 10. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Come on, set. Block 40. Set.
On play action. Love to throw. Now this aired out deep for Reed. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Nick Westbrook-Akine, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
10 seconds. 10.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Let's go. Yellow, 43.
From the gun, it's Thompson. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense for the Packers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Set, ready. Blue, 32. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
52 Blue. Set.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Kirk, 29 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Red, yellow. Down.
Thompson now from the gun. This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man cover.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Quay Walker. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Set.
Off the play fake, Love. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Set, ready. Black, 95. Hut.
Glove. Same target. It's Jacobs again. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now Love. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Throwing. Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw now. Here's Love. And this one's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Okay.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Again, it's Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Savion Williams, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Thompson looking to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Micah Parsons has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And going deep for Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the double.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. And he fires one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 45. Right. Set.
They will run out of, and now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Ready.
Back to throw. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of a yard. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Here we go. Ready.
Thompson now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready. 50. Green. Blast it. 6. Ready.
Looking to throw, Thompson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Ready.
Sticking with Thompson here. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Thompson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Achane is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now up to 14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Love back to it here after the pick 6. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he stopped immediately there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Black 40. Ready. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Shotgun on 3rd down. Here's Thompson. Looking deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
50, green. Set,
Running right, here's Achane.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Black ultra. 33. Yellow. Ready.
Thompson going to throw it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Does the big boy have the juice? And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
McManus's point after is good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Thompson fakes a handoff. Now going to throw it. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
runs straight ahead with Achane. Escapes the defender. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
Here's Love. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to...
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route.
And now here is another interception.
And the Dolphins are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Up the middle, Achane. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there. I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Down the sideline he goes.
They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane
with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Aubrey now for the PAT.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Love, he's going to change the play here.
They go play action here on 1st down.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Love looking to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Love now.
Able to find his man, Kraft.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18.
6 yards. That's another Packers first down. First and 10.
Love from the gun.
Pass caught. That's Golden. And the Packers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. Cut.
And my goodness, another interception. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
They'll run. Achane.
And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the Packers' 9-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sport. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Here we go. Set. Red. 38. Shot. 17. Ready.
Now Thompson.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And his kick is indeed good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now this aired out deep for Reed.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
16 yards. That's another Packers.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Touchdown, Packers.
Tucker Kraft
from 6 yards away.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
123 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Let's go. Ready?
On first down, back to Achane. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Ready? Ready.
And he's going to use his legs here.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
Set. Ready. Ready.
They'll give this to Achane.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Dolphins on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
12, 10, 7.
Again, it's Achane.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
Will Green. Here we go. Set. Ready.
Here's Thompson.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at
the 14. Xavier McKinney. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Yellow, 43. Claws red. Red, yellow. Yellow.
Thompson.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Packers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that...
Bradley Chubb in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Come on.
Throwing. Love.
And now here's another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On play action. Love to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Love from the gun on 3rd down.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
He'll try to do it himself. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw now, here's Love. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Going back to Love. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
3rd down and 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
Love.
These guys running back out of the backfield.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They'll run on first down with Wright.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Dolphins,
the victory gets them back to 500, 8-8 on the year.
and for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA.